Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm talking about a salary question that came up. So the person was asking like, what is the pay scale for whatever, like a GS 1, 2, 3, 4? And the person, I guess, saw that the base pay versus the actual locality pay. So there's also pay scales for law enforcement as well as the people who are in the senior level or the special rates table. But I'm only going to be covering the GS scale. So that right there is the address or the web address for the actual page. Otherwise, you can search for OPM pay scale. So here you would go under the GS pay table, and when you click on it, it basically will bring up a web page. So if you're looking at the base pay, that's the base pay for all the GS grades, which is actually really essentially pretty low. The only reason why that the pay scale is decent is because of the locality pay. So there's some private sector jobs that will go well beyond 90 some thousand or even 100 some thousand if you're in California. But when you calculate in the locality pay, then it starts to change a little. So you need to go, of course, into the right year. So the year right there is stated right there. It's 2023. So let's say you work in maybe New Mexico, for example. So now going back to the New Mexico versus the base pay, you can see that the price has changed. Now 90 some thousand is at a level 13 versus earlier it was at a 14, I believe so. So, I mean, it's supposed to, the locality pay is supposed to offset the cost of living in your area. It doesn't always work that way. So in some places like, let's say, California, San Francisco, California, so they give you a decent locality pay, but I mean, there's some places here like a lot of times a lot of jobs top off at a 12 or an 11. So as you can see here, it may not be enough for you to survive at your location. So this, like I said, once again, is San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose. So that's how you figure out what you're going to be paid. So if you get a job, I don't know, wherever it may be, Minneapolis, for example, you could click on that and you could see that this is your pay for that location. The other thing too that you could look on this, I mean, there's a PDF version. The other side of this thing, so let's go back to Minneapolis. So we're looking at the same thing. So on the right side is the actual base hourly pay. So your base hourly pay will be whatever it is. So at that locality, it could be an 11, so you will be being paid $35 an hour. The O here stands for overtime, so overtime pay will be $49 an hour. So what you'll notice is that at a level 9, I believe, is the last point where you can actually get a full time and a half for overtime. So if they're telling you you're going to be working overtime and you're going to be like, let's say a 13, well, right there, you don't get any overtime. You actually just get whatever you're supposed to be paid. So, and you can see as you grow with that position, it doesn't actually give you any overtime at all. And the same goes as you go further up. So at the level 12, you can still get about $5 to $6 depending on your locality. For your step 1, for your step 2, you will get obviously less than that and less than that. And so what a lot of times is that when you get to a level 12, rather than getting cash, they give you the an option to get comp time. So your comp time could be whatever it may be, like for one, so you can get like 1 hour for whatever time that you work 1 hour. So they allow you to round off, I believe, 8 minutes, so you can actually, I guess, earn in some sense. If you're at a one-to-one situation like here, so I believe this is step 6, yes. So at level 12, step 6, then everything becomes one-to-one, so you can actually earn a little bit if you only work 8 minutes less or whatever. Uh, Other than that, technically you are ripping yourself off if you are taking comp time at step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and step 5. Although it's not much, but technically you are giving free money to the government if you take comp time at that point. So that's just something that a lot of people don't think about. Some people just think, okay, $5, whatever, no big deal. But in reality, you are cheating yourself, or you're voluntarily giving your cash back to the government. And like I said, at 13, you don't earn anything, so it doesn't really matter. So that's how you figure out what you will be paid at whatever location you're living at or you're going to be going to. So you could scroll pretty much everything here. If you find a job that is not located in these areas, there's a chance that you could be in the so-called rest of the United States, which means that you don't have a locality pay. So that means that you're going to be basically paid whatever the base pay is. There are some places that really don't cost that much to live. So there are some places, some cities where you may be being paid the base rate. Now, there are other pay schedules out there. There's like a WG, a DB, I believe. There's some other ones that I'm probably not even aware of myself. So they use a different kind of pay schedule. So that you may have to contact your HR agency to see what that pay schedule is like, because like I said, there are some that I don't even know what it is. So I'm just clicking here. So there's nothing there. But if you do encounter something weird like a DB, WG kind of thing, you're gonna have to find out. You can kind of guess where it might land, but it's probably better to ask whoever your hiring manager is if you're curious about that salary. So that's all I have for you guys. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time.